Day 748 being Christopher Cruz. Now, this is not from Starbucks. The cup is from Starbucks. I always bring home my cups and wash them because when I drink coffee from home, I like drinking them out of a Starbucks cup because I don't like drinking out of mugs all the time because I like to have a lid. But this is Starbucks cold brew that I bought at the grocery store because you can get a big thing of cold brew for like $6, and that's like a week of coffee. So I do have Starbucks coffee in the Starbucks cup, but this is not from the Starbucks store. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this routine where I wake up, I pour myself some coffee, and then I go walk for a little bit and get some fresh air. I think fresh air is like an incredible way to start my day. So I was praying this morning, just a quick prayer. I was just thanking God, and I said, God, I know you're going to give me clarity today on this challenge because I'm struggling with just figuring out the idea behind the challenge, because the Find Your Purpose in 5 days is awesome, but they can't find their purpose in 5 days if I'm only doing 10 or 15 minutes a day. And then if they found their purpose in 5 days, why the heck would they sign up for the Find Your Purpose in 6-week program? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, then what the heck is the challenge? What is it going to actually be? What's the result they're going to get? How am I going to promote it? And then I thought about it could just be about their identity, and I could do the whole lion and sheep, what would your lion do, all that stuff. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Or we can go over the 3 aspects of purpose: the person you're born to be, the work you're born to do, and the difference you're born to make in the world. But none of it's really like, that's it. And I know there's a thing that's, that's it. And so I was praying, and I was like, God, I know you're gonna give me clarity. Like, I know you will. And the message that I got was, let him give me the idea now. Like, I've tried to come up with the idea on my own the last couple days. Haven't been able to. And so I got this feeling from God of like, okay, give it to me now. Like, let me give you the idea. So I need to sit and I need to meditate, and just allow my mind to be open, my heart to be open, and he'll inspire me and he'll give me the idea, and it will be amazing. So I'm excited for that. I've tried doing it on my own. I'm just not creative or smart enough to figure it out, which is why I need God. So but I feel really good. Usually waking up at 11:30, I would feel like shit, be judging myself and everything, but not at all. I freaking worked like 10 or 12 hours yesterday, and I didn't go to bed till 2 because I was freaking up working and learning. And yeah, I worked my butt off. I created some amazing things. Like, I have nothing to feel bad about. And I needed some freaking sleep. This takes a lot of energy. Creation takes a lot of energy. Just imagine how much energy God has to have created everything in 7 days. Whew, that's crazy. So, yeah. It's nice and like overcast today, so it's cool outside for a change. So I'm gonna go in, have some breakfast, get back to work. My license plate says 555. Bob 555. Yeah, because I got to get this challenge launched. So as soon as I figure out what the challenge is, I can come up with the title and the hook, and I can run some Facebook ads. I can start promoting it, and then I can launch it. I got to launch it before the 1st. So I've got 12 days or something like that. Yeah, I got to figure out the challenge. I got to figure it out. I'm learning so much, which is amazing. Now I just gotta, once I figure out the challenge, I can go to town. I could build the the landing page. I could set up the Facebook group. I can do all the graphics and the branding. Like, I could do all of it. But until I know what the actual challenge is, I can't do any of it. So, yeah. But I was taking the online course last night, which is really good. So I'm learning from a guy who did 3 challenges that were all over $1 million. So, and he's my speaking coach. But I'm just looking at what these guys do, all these coaches and all these online marketing people. It's like, they all do the same stuff. They just take the same systems and processes and all that stuff of like doing courses, of doing challenges, of speaking on stages, of offering products. They all do that the same. They just do it with their own stuff. They all have their own proprietary frameworks. And so, yeah, and I'm just seeing it from person to person to person. It's like, you're doing the same thing as that person, but you're just using your own stuff. Oh, you're doing the same kind of class as that person, but you're doing your own stuff. Oh, you're selling the same things as that person, but you're just selling your own stuff. It's like there's this framework that exists that they're all using. The only difference is they have different content. So, yeah. So I'm really excited because I'm going to do the same thing, but mine's going to be all about purpose. Purpose, purpose, purpose. And yeah, I'll be able to have the same kind of setup that they've got in their business, but it'll just be focused on purpose. So I can see how they all have the same setup, but they all are experts in different things. You know, one's an expert in online challenges, one's an expert on stages, one's an expert on creating evergreen videos and content, one's an expert on sales pages or funnels. Like, they're all experts at something, but they all do the same structures. So I'll do the same structures, but mine will be all about purpose. Purpose this, purpose that. And I was searching for verbs that start with P yesterday. Like plan your purpose. So, because I need to come up with names for all these frameworks. I'm going to create so many freaking frameworks, because you create these frameworks and you come up with these names, and what it does is it just adds more value, and then people think about you. I was learning about this yesterday from this marketing lady, where she was saying you want to name everything, and you want people to use that name because they'll always associate it with you. So everything you have, every process, every system, every technique, give it a name, because then it goes from just being a process or a 3-step system to the blank, blank, blank system, and then they'll think of you. So like Russell Brunson, who's like one of the most famous online marketers, he teaches people how to do a webinar, but he calls it the perfect webinar. And so it's not just a webinar framework or formula, it's the perfect webinar. And everyone in online marketing knows about the perfect webinar. Use the perfect webinar. You Google the perfect webinar and it's all Russell Brunson. So they've all like coined terms and done stuff like that. So I can see it now. So I'm going to do the same thing.